get set to rock and roll. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go. Let's finish now.
A first down throw for Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. After the interception, here's Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Partner, if we've heard it once, we've heard it 1,000 times. Don't throw late down the middle.
And he did. We see the end result.
Yeah, what you have to do is you've got to make sure you manipulate those defenders with your eyes and your head, maybe even some body movement to move them a little if you're going to come back late down the middle.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Swing to the field, right.
Second down, Prescott. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Here's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
They like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And he gets it down to the 32. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 47. Here we go, 46.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
And here now come the Falcons. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Looking deep for Julio. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, 58 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead.
There we go. That's the touchdown. That's it. There you go.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now here come the Cowboys. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side,
and that's caught inside the 35.
Let's finish now.
A gain of 39 that time.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there, partner. I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
46, 46.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Check. Check 31, check 31.
It's coming now.
Mike 5-4.
26.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
46.
13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
Let's go. Let's finish now.
They go play action here on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Wire.
Throwing. Prescott. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Check 99.
26.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go, 46. 26.
A second down throw for Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. The Cowboys on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They come out here in the eye. Here's Elliott. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
That's it, baby. That's it.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. For the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find more?
And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
I got 86. I got 86.
Then we're going to 53. 86.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
We got 4.
Here we go, 47. 26.
Prescott now on second down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Deion Jones leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Woo! That's what I'm talking about.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Tight end's right. 4 down. Alert.
26.
Prescott from the gun. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
And that was a nice catch, and if the goal was to get into field goal range, it certainly appears that they accomplished that.
Well, and sometimes that's what you dial up in these situations, right, when you want 3?
Well, if the goal was to get into field goal territory, even though it'll be a long attempt, I think they accomplished that.
And sometimes you have plays for that. It's not always a first down. When you want 3, get a little bit closer, making an easier shot.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to concede to the defense, and they know what you're trying to get done, and to try and get any more than that is almost folly. Take what you can get, maybe have an opportunity to put 3 points on the board.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it.
Here you go. 26.
Prescott to throw on 4th. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Nice kick.
22.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Alert, alert.
20.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Hey, move, ball. Let's go, interception, baby, let's go.
Here you go.
Tight end to the right, boy, tight end to the right. Move.
Here you go.
Hey, 4 down.
26.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Ryan. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Hey, Tuesday.
We got 3.
4th down. Here's Ryan. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
It's coming now. Dude, we're going to 54. Wide in. Hey,
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Cooper was the target there. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Key 81. Ready, 280.
Mike, 48. Mike, 48.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Check, 48.
Gun.
Now Ryan on second down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Ready, white 25. Let's go.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
The pass results in an
Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down.
Hey, Tuesday.
Three, got three down.
Gun. Go.
They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're...
And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion.
48.
Gun.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And this is caught at the 8. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards on the play. They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
On 3rd and goal, Ryan. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal.
Gun! 22!
To throw is Ryan. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Prescott, they'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you can take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 43 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Ryan. And that is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. From the gun, Ryan. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play.
Here we go, 46. Hey, here we go. Wide eight.
Second down, Prescott. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Jeff Swain, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
Get out.
Hey, boys, go.
Here we go. Wide eight.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott fighting through pressure. And now Prescott is going to be taken down. He couldn't get away, and that's a safety. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a one-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Yeah, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Ryan, he's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 11.
Then we're going to 53.
4 down. Check.
26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Tackle made there by Robert Alford.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw is Prescott. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Tight end to the right, boys. Tight end to the right. Move.
12.
After the interception, here's Ryan. He's going to go up top again, and it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to... Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what, pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Prescott now on 2nd down. He's going to let this one go deep. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Throwing. Prescott rolling to his right. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They give him a gain of 37. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Prescott now from the 50. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will have the lead if they can hit the PAT. Critical extra point up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
What we got?
Back to throw.
Where you at? Who's that?
Now a desperation throw deep down. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 55 yards.
48. Right. 48. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. In for the score. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the fourth.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Ryan to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They'll roll him out right. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Brian Poole that time there to get a hand on it. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Here we go, 46.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
And down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down.
4 down, check, 4 down.
Switch is 8. Here we go, 46. 26.
Back to throw.
Coming after you.
And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Hey, boys, got 4.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
Throw right side taken in by Gallup. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, a 22. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10.
4 down.
Gun. Here we go, 46.
Prescott. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try.
Here you go.
Prescott to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out come the Falcons now. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10.
Gun.
One last shot for Ryan. He's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took